Hey everybody, it's Barbara and it's time for another Motivational Monday tip. And as we head into the holiday season, this is a timely tip indeed. So most people gain, on average, approximately 5 pounds during the holidays, and they lose all but 2 pounds. That might not seem like a lot of weight to gain. However, if you gain 2 pounds every year that you do not lose, at the end of 5 years, that's 10 pounds added to your frame, and that is significant indeed. So the goal of the holiday season is to enjoy yourself, have a great time, be healthy and happy, but minimize the damage. And I'm going to give you some tips today that's going to help you do that. The very first tip: never skip breakfast. This is a common mistake that many people make when they overdo it at night. They feel like they need to reduce the amount of calories they consume, so they skip breakfast entirely. Big mistake in life during the holiday season, whenever. If you're skipping breakfast in the morning, you are far more likely to overeat at night. So absolutely do not skip breakfast. And in fact, if you can make it a protein-rich breakfast, let's say include eggs, you are much better off, and it's going to make you feel fortified and hearty at the beginning of the day and minimize the amount of damage you're going to do at the end of the day. So tip number 1, do not skip breakfast, include protein. Tip number 2, never ever go hungry. Going to a party is like going to a restaurant or going to a buffet. There's all these different kinds of foods to tantalize your senses, and if you're hungry, you're going to overeat. If you skip breakfast that day, you're absolutely going to eat if you go there hungry. So eat something before you go. Think something that has essential fatty acids, so a handful of almonds, a handful of pine nuts, some walnuts. If that's not available, maybe some leftover salmon from another meal or a piece of avocado. And if all of that is completely out of the realm of your possibility, then get some hummus and some carrot sticks, or an apple with almond butter or peanut butter, something along those lines, something that has fiber, has essential fats, has some protein that can make you feel a little bit full before you go, so that you can trigger the satiety sensor much more quickly once you start eating at that event. So definitely eat before you go. Do not go hungry. Tip number 3, look at the bookends of that meal. What do I mean by that? I mean all the ancillary foods that you're eating outside of the main meal. So 1 slice of bread dipped in olive oil is about 250 calories. So absolutely try to skip that. Look at the cheese platter. 1 slice of cheese, approximately that size, is 100 calories. If you pair that with a cracker, it's about 120 calories. If you have 5 of those, you've easily consumed 600 calories well before you've even had the main event. So try to minimize the cheese and instead load up on the vegetables. Get some crudité, get some dips, get some salads, and then circulate and socialize. So that event is more about being with friends, being with family during the holidays rather than being an eating event. So try to do that. Now let's look at the other aspects of the meal that might get you into trouble. Alcohol. Alcohol is empty calories, which in and of itself we don't necessarily need. However, when you drink alcohol, you're far more likely to overeat that at that particular event. So try to drink a glass of water in between your alcoholic beverages to dilute the amount of alcohol you're drinking and also minimize the amount of food you end up eating. And then let's look at the most obvious place people get extra calories during the holidays, and that's dessert. Even the most minimal dessert, the most marginal, modest dessert is about 500 calories. Even if you share that with somebody, that's 250 calories, and that's calories added on to your meal, added on to your alcohol, added on to your cheese and your bread and all the things that you ate prior to that. It's not existing in isolation, right? So look at everything that you're consuming and see what you can do without. I fully expect you to go to into the holiday season and enjoy yourself and have some of the things that you enjoy, but not all of the things that you enjoy. So you need to assess, what is my preference? Do I prefer to have cheese? Then great, let me not have bread, let me not have wine, let me not have dessert. Or I absolutely cannot do without dessert. Terrific, then let me skip all the stuff in the beginning of the meal so that I can enjoy the dessert at the end of the meal. Be smart about it, and by shaving some of these calories off of these main events, of these big events that you're going to during the holiday season, you're likely going to stay within about a 2-pound weight gain, if anything at all, which is easily lost once things return back to normal. So there's a timely holiday motivational tip for you to keep you under control and healthy and happy through the holiday season, so that you can start 2012 focus on more positive things than just your weight. Let 2012 be a year that you enter into it not worried 1 iota about how much you weigh, and instead you can focus on more important things like what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a really wonderful and safe holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you in 2012. Thanks so much and have a great holiday. See you next Monday.